everyone, welcome to my channel, Andra Makes. I have a pattern review for you today, so thanks so much for tuning in to watch. It really means a lot to me. It encourages me to keep going with YouTube and it helps others find my channel. The pattern I'm going to be reviewing today is Simplicity 8987. And I made and am going to be going over view C. And I'll be going over the pattern envelope with you and showing you the pattern pieces. And then I'll show you the top I made on a hanger close up. And then I'll try it on for you. So let's get started with the pattern envelope. I'm going to put my readers on. It says it's easy to sew. And the sizes go from a size 6 to a 22. And that covers a bust of 30.5 to 44 inches, a waist of 23 inches to 37 inches, and hip, which they say is 9 inches below the waist, of 32.5 inches to 46 inches, and then the back of the neck to the waist length is 15.5 to 17 3/8. And the fabric recommendations are cotton types, crepe, double georgette, double knit, linen types, poplin, ponte, and shirtings, and extra fabric is needed to match plaid, stripes, or one-way design fabrics. And the notions are thread and one package of 1/2 inch wide single fold bias tape, that's for the neckline. And then for views A, C, and D, you need 3 3/4 inch buttons, and for view B, you need 5 3/4 inch buttons. And the fabric yardage you need, depending on how wide it is on the bolt and what size you make, goes from 1 1/4 yards to 2 5/8 yards. And I made the straight size 14, which is what I always make in Big 4. And for that you need, for view C, for 45 inch wide fabric you need 2 1/8 yard, and for 60 inch wide fabric you need 1.5 yards. And they do have the finished bust garment measurements on here, if you can believe that. That's wonderful. And it goes from a 36 to a 49.5, and the finished bust measurement for the size 14 is 41.5. So there's 5.5 inches of ease in the bust for this pattern. And the description of the pattern is Mrs. Tops with sleeve variations. And as you can see, it has a, would you call that an exaggerated drop sleeve maybe? I don't know. And then just the wide sleeves. And then this version has the cuff at the sleeve. And then this one has a more narrow sleeve. And then this one is short sleeves. And I'm going to show you the line drawings on the instruction sheet because I think that's easier than on the back of the envelope. And there is the front of view C. And then here's the back of view C. You can see the buttons there and the wide sleeves. And the only changes I made to the pattern are the hem allowance for the sleeves and around the bottom of the shirt is 1 1/4 inches, but I only did 1/2 inch because I am 5'11" and have really long arms and a really long body. So those are the only changes I made, and you can see how that fits when I try it on for you. Now let me show you the pattern pieces. Here's the front piece, and it's cut on the fold. And here's the back piece with the placket over here for the buttons. And the sleeve is really neat. It's in 3 parts. There's the front section of the shoulder and the back section of the shoulder and then the lower sleeve. So you could really do some fun color blocking with this pattern if you wanted to. But here's the sleeve front. And here's the sleeve back. And then here's the lower sleeve. So that's really neat, and not a lot of pattern pieces. And here's my top. This is made from a tablecloth that I got from a thrift store. And it's very pretty mustard color, and I love this color and fabric a lot. And I'm going to get in close and hopefully you can see this detail on it. That was the tablecloth. It's got this raised textured lines going through it. I hope you can see that. It's really pretty. And I took my time when I was cutting out the front piece and fussy cut so that line would be going down the center, and I did pretty good with that. And as you can see, there's slight gathering along these sleeves, which is really pretty and feminine. And then the neckline is finished with bias tape, and I use this really funky metallic gold bias binding that I got at Joann. I thought that was really fun. And then here's the back with the 3 buttons. I really like this top a lot. I really like the wide sleeves. And before I try it on for you, I want to show you one step in these instructions that I have no idea what they wanted me to do. I still don't. I just guessed and hope for the best, and I do that a lot with Big 4. Do you? It's really a shame that they aren't more thorough with their instructions, especially for self-taught sewists like me, and I'm sure a lot of you out there. You know, we didn't grow up sewing our entire lives. So, like I said, a lot of times I just guess and hope for the best with these Big 4 instructions, but I want to show you where I got stuck. This step right here, step 7, I still have no idea what they're wanting me to do, but like I said, I just did my best and guessed and hoped for the best, and I can wear the shirt and it looks fine from the outside, so I guess that's all that matters. So I'll go try it on for you so you can see what it looks like. Okay, I'm back. Here's my top. And I wanted to show you the sleeves, the 3-part sleeves. Here is the, well, let me see. There we go. Here's the seam, and then this section right here is the back sleeve piece, and then this section right here is the front sleeve, and then here's the lower sleeve. So like I said, you could really do some fun color blocking with that. But here are the wide sleeves, and like I said, I only did a 1/2 inch seam allowance because I have really long arms, and these are full length sleeves now since I did that. And then you can see the slight gathers right there, which is really pretty and feminine. And I'm wearing what used to be a tablecloth. And I'll turn around. Here's the back. Also notice the length, where I only did a 1/2 inch seam allowance, 9/5/11, so I really like where it hits. So there's what it looks like on. Okay, I'm back in my chair now, and I did want to say I do recommend finishing all your sleeve pieces, the front sleeve and the back sleeve and the lower sleeve. Finish those edges before you sew them together, because if you don't, that is a lot of intersections and it's really difficult to finish those. In fact, I wasn't able to. I tried, but I was afraid that I would mess up my shirts. So I just stopped trying to finish mine and just left them as is. So I wish I had finished those sleeve pieces on my serger before I sewed them together. So keep that in mind if you make this top. And the construction of this shirt was not difficult, but like I said, I did have a problem understanding the instructions in step 7. I still don't know what they really wanted me to do, but I just did my best, and It looks fine, but the steps themselves aren't difficult at all. So give this one a try. And the bias binding around the neck makes it go a lot quicker too. So that's my review of Simplicity 8987. Was there anything that I didn't cover that you'd like to know? If so, let me know in the comments. Have you made this shirt? Would you like to make the shirt? And also let me know if you have made this shirt, if you've made it and you're on Instagram. Tag me so I can see it. I would love to. And if I have inspired you to make it and you're on Instagram, when you post a picture of it, tag me so I can see it. I would love to see it. So let me know your thoughts on this pattern. And as always, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch my video. Thank you to everyone who has subscribed to my channel thus far. It really means a lot to me. If you haven't subscribed yet, I would really appreciate it if you would. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye!